So I started this YouTube journey to start building the muscle of consistency. But what I didn't expect was what this journey would show me about myself, like my storytelling ability, my voice, and the way people see me. And I want to talk about the things that has me reflecting on those particular points. And I'll start with the storytelling thing. So a while back, about a year ago, I don't know what made me start thinking about it, but I was thinking about how I don't like to be seen. I don't want to get up and I don't want to speak it. I don't want to be in front of people because I'm not a good storyteller. And one of my most viewed videos on this channel is where I was telling a story and not just sharing some points or a thought that I had been thinking on, but telling a story. And even though on that same video, someone told me that I was a horrible storyteller, in all caps too. It showed me where first it reflected back to me something that I have always thought about myself, but it also encouraged me to lean more into that. Storytelling is a skill, and skills can be improved upon. And I'm excited to be able to continue to show up here, tell more stories, and build that skill. The next thing is that my daughter, she's been watching my YouTube videos, and I didn't even really know she was until I was having a casual conversation with somebody else. And they were telling me, they was like, oh yeah, now you said that you are doing motivational speaking now. I said, huh? He was like, yeah. He said, she said you on YouTube, like giving more motivational talks to people. I was like, that's not really what I'm doing, but okay. And so I texted and I asked about it. I said, you telling people I'm a motivational speaker? She's like, yeah, that's what you're doing in your videos. I was like, okay, I guess. But even though that's not what I feel like I'm doing, but that's still how people see me or see that is what I'm doing. It made me think about how my cousin, she was having it made me think about another time where this happened, where somebody defined me in a way as like I don't really see myself, but it does align. So she was making t-shirts for her the people who was going to be her bridesmaids, and she used one word on each shirt to describe how she saw that person. She didn't ask the person like, how do you want me to describe you? She described them based off how she saw them. And the word she used on the back of my shirt to describe me was as the inspirational friend. And I was like, huh, inspirational? But I realized that's something that I get from people who they may not say it directly to me all the time, but when I come up in conversation with other people, when I come up in conversation that they're having with other people, they use something in that vein to describe me. And I said, you know what? Let me just lean into it. I don't think I'm doing nothing inspirational, but that's how people feel regardless. But what I do know is I do like every opportunity that I get to encourage somebody, to hold them, to make them feel seen, to validate whatever experience they're going through, and try my best to add something to them and leave them better than how I found them. So I was like, okay, I'll be the motivational speaker. I'll be the inspirational friend. I will be that. It ain't nothing wrong with that title. And that's how people see me anyway. And, I'm going to lean more into that. And then the next thing is like with my voice. I was like, I know I sound country. I'm from the country. And so sometimes, like, I'll be thinking to myself, thinking, see, I just did it. I said thinking instead of thinking. That's the country. I know the difference. But I'll be thinking to myself, no one is going to sit here and listen to a full video with me speaking because of my country accent. But, and this may be little to some, but it's big for me. Over the past 4 days, my watch hours have increased by 30 hours. And that's a lot. That says a lot to me. It's like people are watching. People are listening to this country voice. And something else that happened today that I've been thinking on, and I like when confirmation comes, but I was thinking about how I want to do more themed videos on this channel. I want to share more. And I talked to one of my brothers today, one of my baby brothers, and well, yeah, my other baby brother. And I was telling him about my YouTube channel. He was like, well, let me know what you're thinking. I'll do anything I can do to support you. And, you know, I was like, okay, thank you. And I was just telling him about the channel, what it's about and all that. And he was like, well, maybe you should do themed things. And I was like, well, actually, I am thinking about that. I was already thinking about it. So I like when confirmation comes like that. I'm going to start sharing, I already mentioned this before, some get ready with me content, some food content, because I love food. Even though I can't put it away like I used to, I still like to eat good food. I still like to experience different tastes and things like that. So I'll be sharing content like that. I'm starting to get into perfumes now. Like, don't let me be a perfume connoisseur around here. But I'm going to start doing content on that. What else? Traveling, because I love it. I'm going to do content on that. Like, all the things that bring me joy, I am going to start sharing them here because you never know who is going to connect with. And that's another thing. Like, according to the analytics, most of the people who watch my stuff are people that are not subscribed. So I trust that whatever I bring here, that is gonna find whoever it needs to find, whether they're subscribed or not. Like, I'm just trying to be obedient and showing up and being visible. And I know that whatever here is gonna resonate with whoever it needs to resonate with. And what else? Oh yeah, so that's what I've been learning on this YouTube journey. So I'm gonna pivot to something else. So yesterday I made a thread asking people in the local area to, you know, provide me with some options out here to go and be more sociable. And I could have easily Googled, you know, some things, but I feel like there's nothing better than word of mouth. And I want to hear from actual people about their experience. Like, and then I could read reviews, but no, I want to, that's also well me fine tuning my social skills. I want to engage in conversation with people. I want to hear their experiences. I don't just want to be Googling. Like, internet is good and all that type of stuff, but I'm trying to get back into a human connection. And that's one way of doing it. And so, yeah. So this week, I don't know if I'm going to do it tomorrow or Thursday, but it's definitely going to be the tomorrow or Thursday. I don't really care. And I probably could do something on Friday and Saturday, the weekend, when people typically have free time to do stuff, but I don't want to do that. I want to start with weekday stuff. I don't know why, but I just feel a strong pull to do some weekday outings. So when I do that, I'm actually going to be, I'm going to be sharing my experience with that. Like, I'm just fine tuning. I'm just seeing what lands. Doing all I know how to do until I see exactly where it is I need to be. And this is fun. Doing this YouTube channel, showing up and being consistent, it kind of feels like how I imagine getting in with Bitcoin when it was $100 or in the hundreds. So if there's something that you are considering doing, I say go for it. Just go for it. You never know how to grow. You never know what it'll show you about yourself, what you'll learn in the journey, in the process. So, and look at me, giving a little inspirational speech. But just do it. Show up for yourself. If nothing else, I think that's the part I enjoy most about this is showing up for myself. So, yeah, I am going to end this video. And there's another thing I learned about myself. I am going to stop because I want to go on and on and on and on and on some more. I am going to stop restricting myself from being the yapper that I am. But right now, with the sake of time, and since I want to get this video in on the day of, I'm going to end it here. So, with that being said, if you're new here, my name is Latrice. Here's where I think out loud, reflect honestly, and name patterns that keep us stuck. If anything here on my channel resonates with you, feel free to take what you need. If it doesn't, feel free to leave it. And feel free to share your perspective in the comments. And if you're not subscribed, if you feel like this channel is for you, please subscribe. And I will be back tomorrow.